clap. Pull this up already. It already sucks. Ready to go? Starting? Yeah, we'll restart.
Oh, sorry. I was texting.
Dude, you know what? Actually, let's just keep it going. Leave it for sure.
Leave it in, dude.
We're leaving it in. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. I'm your host, Bobby Jaycox, and today I have an amazing guest. I knew we wouldn't even make it through my intro.
I just got the bob.
Did you just get it?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love you so much. I was like, I wonder if we'll get through the intro.
You told me the name 3 times downstairs, and I was like, discombobulated. But when you did it, you sold it, and you hit the bob hard.
I'm just pumped that people, when they hear it, don't go, like it does. Like it sounds kind of cool. It doesn't sound too on the nose. Like, if it was like Bobby's World, you would have been like, I don't think I'm gonna do the podcast.
I kind of like Bobby's World.
Well, fuck. Well, today on Discombobulated, we actually have an amazing guest. What's weird is like we do barely know each other, but we know each other very well.
We know each other very well, but we've met 4 or 5 times.
Yes. She has a podcast called Close Calls, and you have a new podcast
called Respectfully.
And who's your co-host?
Andrea Allen.
And
my co-host for Close Calls is Kevin Casey White.
No, I knew we were going to talk about him, so it's not important. And when I listen to that, I only hear you. I'll turn it down. No,
that's what everybody says.
Yeah, we were in Casey White's studios
because I
tonight.
interrupt him constantly.
Dude, yeah, but he does too. We all do. I think we're all kind of good at it.
Yeah, we're comedians.
Yeah,
you know?
We are 3/4 of the way through the intro. So she is amazing. She is. You can see her all the time at the New York Comedy Club. I saw you last night hosting. Yeah. You fucking murdered.
Thanks, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen. And everybody, you got, because dude, but I mean
Thank
it,
you.
and I
Get
mean it,
in
but
there.
you don't want to get canceled with me.
No,
I have to black you out in this video.
No, I won't though.
No, so good to see you, Lizzy Cassidy.
Thanks for having me, Bobby. I'm really excited to be here.
How mad are you that your vape is not charged right now?
Like disproportionately.
How long do you think we can make it through before we both decide? Like
before I flip a table,
or flip a table, but even before you do that, you would probably just ask. How mad do you think Kevin would be if we smoked
inside
in his bedroom? A guy who I've never seen like hold. He's smoked maybe like every once.
A guy who would never smoke in this room, in his big boy room.
I'm even blown away. He would like smoke weed in here.
I'm blown away. You smoke weed in here.
No, well, he does. But I still haven't.
I know.
But I won't because I still feel like. Well, he kind of does it like. Kind of like
Let's just tell everyone
like a college
all this business. This is really good audio.
Oh my god, dude.
I just made Bobby laugh so hard that his sunglasses flew off and landed perfectly on the desk behind him.
They did land perfectly on the desk behind me. Oh my god, what's so funny is we said, I was like, should I wear this? We were deciding what to wear with the sunglasses or not. And you're like, wait till I say something shocking. And the shocking thing is that we are being way too invasive with Kevin White. This is Kevin White's shirt. I'm wearing Kevin's shirt.
I'm wearing his hat.
You're wearing his hat. As soon as I saw that, I was like, Lizzy's going to wear that.
He's my podcast co-host and one of my best friends. This is the first time I've been in his bedroom.
You told me that, and I was like, I can't wait to show you his bedroom.
And he's never been in mine. He's never been in my house. I've been in this house once for a party.
Yeah.
But that was it.
But there's something about knowing a comic because you can know them really well. I've known comics really well, and sometimes you'll see their place, and you're like, you're fucking gross. Like, you're like really gross.
Yeah, dude. We were doing a podcast together for 6 months, and I looked at him, and I was like, isn't it crazy that we're this close, and I don't know if you have a couch?
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yes, and he does, and his old roommate wouldn't let people sleep on it if like they stayed over, which I understand, but they were like, they also...
Do you know that because you tried to stay over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that because I tried to stay over. He's like, they're really weird about sleeping on the couch, and I was like... Why? It's just one night. I don't have a car tonight. That was when my car got impounded, so I had to sleep here.
You mean the best night of my life?
That was the best. Yeah, dude.
That night changed my life.
I'm so happy, dude. I want to talk about that because that was when we met, and that was like, well, we met like that week.
Yeah.
But you were a comic that I was talking about on my podcast that I did.
You talked about me on your podcast?
I did talk about you, but I talked about a lot of comics that you guys do this fucking cool thing where like you'll just like straight up like you'll be like, I'll just text on a podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Dude. I'm sorry, dude. I just got asked to do a spot tonight and I have to respond right now or someone else will take it.
I legit don't care.
I'm so sorry.
I legit don't care.
And I was going to say I was totally listening to you and guess what? I wasn't.
Dude, I don't know. And here's the thing. I legit like I almost feel like I should care, but I don't. I legit don't care. But here's what's funny is I was thinking about how weird it would be if once I like do put the videos out is me just talking and how clearly you're not listening to me. And I'm just like sitting here and I'm like,
Bobby, can I tell you one of my favorite things about you is that I only have to listen to every sixth word you say. So I can shoot off a quick text and jump back in if I have
you like
to.
listen as much as I like things on Instagram. That's like my algorithm. Oh my God. Yeah, people do that. I do have friends that do listen to me, but they'll come back in and they'll be like, like I feel like they're just like whenever you're like you newly update your computer and you update it, but you're like, there's gonna be some bugs. In what I remember.
Yeah. It's a little glitchy, but it's fun.
That is funny. What's funny is that on the podcast is the first time you've really done that. In person, you have done it to me once, so I know how funny it is.
I know. If it wasn't about a spot, I wouldn't do it.
Dude, finish the spot because we have no way to edit this later, so it'll just sound cool.
Yeah.
I have no person who like does this. Like one time, I think they were like, "Hey, can we edit that out?" I was like, "Yeah, but that episode might come out in like a year, dude." I was like, "It could take me a while."
Yeah,
to do this.
No, you don't have to edit any of this out. If I look like a huge bitch, leave it in.
You are like, and I mean,
I am a huge.
If
bitch.
there was like, if there are levels of huge bitch, and there's like a huge bitch where everyone's like she should be electrocuted, like put in the jail or something.
Yeah, I'm like below that.
No. You're the no. You are on the other side where it's like. I'm glad I know. If you like watching, if you like someone pissed you off, I would like, I'd be like, let's go. Like, you're awesome.
Yeah.
You really aren't a bitch at all, but a huge bitch you sure are.
Yes.
Like they're different.
Yeah.
You're not a bitch, but you're like a huge bitch.
I'm like a huge bitch.
Yeah.
You were like earlier, you were like, I'm going to turn the air conditioning off. And I was like, if this is a problem for me, I'm going to say something.
Yes. But yeah, I can't even think of a time I actually would love to see you like freak out. You freaked out when there was that bug that was on you earlier.
Yeah, but that was like fear.
I've never seen anything like that off of you. You're always so cool, calm, and collected.
I know it's fake. It's pretend.
Well, because I've known you since you were sober. Like, you were totally sober when I met you.
Yeah, so you've never seen me be shit-faced like, I don't even know why you want me back.
Dude, I would love to give you one of those like hugs where I'm like, I'm so here for you and glad you have big knockers.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's the only way people hug me.
Yeah, but as a guy, I don't get that because for that, like for girls, it's tall guys hugging.
Love that.
They love. Oh, when I see a girl hug a tall guy, I'm like, I know I don't. I'll never.
Yeah, I feel safe.
I'd rather be tall than have a big. I would be taller and have less of a dick.
Yeah,
that would be cool because I just see how you guys look at tall guys.
Yeah,
you see a tall guy.
You see your eyes light up.
Yeah, and then you guys see me, and you're like, I would love to have a boyfriend that I'll be over in 6 months. I'm definitely that guy that you date because you're like, I'm over those old guys, and then you date me, and you're like,
I want to wear heels to a wedding.
I need a date that my dad can see me have for a minute.
Yeah,
because and I have great.
You have an alive dad?
Me?
Yeah.
I have an alive dad. Well, he's as one of my buddies had said, I put it in my act, but he's like he's dead to me.
Yeah,
yeah. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay, that's cool because all of the homies, all of our mutual friends don't really have dads. So if you had like a full blown dad, I'd be like, that's weird.
Oh, I have fully blown my dad for sure.
Yeah, dude, big time.
Dude, what I love is whenever I love making those jokes to people who aren't comics. They get a lot of jokes, and they're like, "You literally can't say that."
Yeah,
and I'm like,
and
I literally
it's
blew my
dad. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh,
my
God.
I only fuck with people who kind of don't have dads or fully don't have dads. Like, I had a good dad who's dead, right?
You had a good dad who is dead?
Yeah.
How old were you when he died?
25.
So last year?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And all my other friends have either dead
rough.
dads or bad dads that they don't talk to.
Oh, yeah.
But there's nobody in my friend group who has, like, a consistent family unit.
Yeah. I have a buddy, my best friend has such a family unit that like it's like I'm so not used to it. It's awesome. They like hang out, they do stuff, and they're like, he's like, oh, I can't wait to like go see my parents tonight. I'm like, why?
Why?
And he's like, for dinner. And I'm like,
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you know, people who are like, oh, I was just over at my brother's house. Love him. And you're like, you're what?
Yes. So what, dude? Yeah. So you do have a good dad.
I had a good dad.
Well, he's still with you.
Yeah.
Dude, what if we switch and that's the only thing you don't know about me is that I'm like wicked religious.
Religion is crazy. Religion is so youth pastor.
It's very, and how I'm dressed is like a youth pastor.
I know.
Oh my God. You know who
you dress like, dude, right now you're dressed like a failed cult leader. Like you're really trying to make a cult happen and it's not happening.
Which is like, it's probably like a comic is like you quit the cult, but every once in a while you'll be like, I might go do a mic tonight. You kind of start you get like one person, but they can see through it because they're like, this guy stinks.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you have like 4 people who hang around you, but then you're like, we should all do this. And they're like, no.
Yeah, dude, I did a show in Peoria, Illinois. And it's crazy you said that. I forgot about this. I was opening for a guy and he had this fucking thing. Do you have a spot tonight? And do you have where is it all settled?
I just have to say sounds good. I'm
no,
sorry.
I don't mind. No, I just don't want you to have pay attention and then like also fuck up the text.
We're talking about Peoria. What if I wrote Peoria?
No.
It sounds Peoria.
Not to me. I mean to them because like I did that the other day. I was talking to someone and I thought I sent an email. I was gonna message them like ask for a video and I put it in the thing and then just didn't send it.
Yeah.
And it was weird. I was actually on a date the other day and dude, they were so cool.
You are riddled with ADHD.
Oh, I have it. But I was on a date. I have to say this. We'll get back, but watch me bring it back. You'll be blown away. But I was on a date with this person, and we were on a date, and I see now you made me forget it because you laughed at me. You're not. If I laughed at you because you were in a wheelchair, that'd be crazy. But I have ADHD.
I have it too.
We're 2 people. Yeah, but 2 people.
I'm allowed to laugh at you for it because I have it.
Well, you're allowed to laugh at me because I like it, but right now I can't remember anything we were talking about.
I have you. Are you ready?
I bet you
Cult
don't.
leader, Peoria. You went on a date with somebody. That's where you are.
Thank you. Itching my balls helped. Hey.
I want to make a joke, but I don't want to interrupt you again.
Make it. That's all it is. I would never admit you.
Your balls are like your stim toy. Like,
what is that?
Like neurodivergent
like
people have like toys they play with to help them. You're neurodivergent because you have ADHD and your balls are your stim toy.
Oh, I do. When I'm in gym shorts, I'm stemming hard. I'm just like, because you pull because you need to, but you also pull because it feels like you're wearing a silk robe and you like just rub it all over your dick.
I'm really jealous of that.
Oh, like itching your nuts?
Yeah, but I will tell you, every time I've lost something in my apartment, I look for it like this.
That's cool.
One hand on each.
I've never moved my dick
boobs.
to look for anything except for my like a hair that was in my ass. Like I was like, where's that? Like the hair.
Where did I put that hair?
Yeah, no, it's just like the ones. Have you ever had to like pull a hair out? It gets like caught in your butt.
Like a head hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I love that.
Oh yeah, dude, I've had one caught around my penis and I pulled it and I thought it was like for a second it was like I was like choke and it's not big, but I did like choke the little guy.
Yeah. I've had guys I've dated pull my head hairs out of their ass in the shower.
Yeah, that's so fun.
So fun.
Because it kind of feels
I'm
good.
like, I'm inside you, dude.
Dude, I worked with this guy and he farted and walked by me. I go, oh, dude. And he just grabbed me by the shoulders and he goes, I'm inside you now. And then he went like this and I fell over. He like did this. If someone's ever crouched down like this, you just go over them and just do that and they fall so hard. Anytime my roommate's petting her dog, I do it every time she does.
I do.
It's so fun.
I do 1 foot. I just tap them with 1 foot. They fall right over.
Oh God, you are good.
I also do when someone's standing and all their weight's on one leg, just kick the back of that knee a little bit.
I like to come behind people with both knees and just knee them into it because then they fall, but they sit on your lap for a second. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
you
do. You freaky little pervert.
No. It's a friend.
I know. It's just funny.
I don't do it and then Randall, I go, what's your name? Like that. Could you imagine?
And then you go up to your boys and you're like, got her ass to touch my dick.
Got her dick to touch my dick.
Wait, okay, you went on a date. And something about Peoria.
Oh, yeah. Well, that thing I'll never remember. But the date I'll never. But the Peoria thing about the cult leader, we did this show and this guy was like, "Hey, I brought these like boys," and they were like 17. I don't know how they got in. They seemed like 17. There was like boys with him. They were like young men, whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm like a youth leader." But like you said, he felt like we were like, he was talking weird. Didn't he say he was like a cult, like or like a youth leader, but that he doesn't really do that anymore and he just hangs out with these guys? And I'm like, that's a fail. If you're the youth pastor and you're trying to recruit kids and then they don't want you and you're still like, I'll still hang out with the kids. That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
That's absolutely gross.
Also, kids are so hard to make like you.
What age are you talking about?
Like teenagers. Like teens, it's so hard to be like, what's up? I'm cool. And they're like, no, you're not. And then you want to cut yourself.
Yeah, I've never wanted to do that. I'll just full kill myself. If it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt until I die.
Oh, you don't get it?
I don't get it. No.
I get it.
I mean, I've dated girls like that, so I guess I kind of get it, but I'll never really know.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yes, you did.
Oh, of course.
God, I know everything about you.
You do. Yeah. Tell me something. Tell me something that you know about.
Ask me a question about you, and I'll tell you the answer.
I will. Okay. Yeah. But I bet.
Like downstairs when you were like, "What kind of dick do I have?" and I was like, "Regular."
Yeah, every girl, because I'll like, and I said this. I'll be like, I just want to know like what size it is. I'm not because I'm like, I bet it's.
But
huge.
I haven't even seen it. But I've looked at your face and personality, and I know that it's medium and regular.
It looks like that guitar, like how all guitars are. Like there's there's really cool guitars that.
But
are
that's
like
just
blue.
a guitar.
That's just a guitar.
Your dick is like if you drew a penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and even like the vein is kind of like drawn poorly.
Yeah.
It's not great, but I ask girl, I'll be like, hey,
It's
how's it? And they'll say
fine.
it's perfect. They'll be like, it's perfect, which makes me more mad because like I don't even give that compliment about tits. I'll be like, ooh, it's like it fits like perfectly into my hand, but they're never like it fits right on inside. Like there's no way to say it. So I don't know if it's a little big or a little small. If it's like medium big or medium small.
Yeah. It's probably just medium.
But that's too lucky.
Well, you're lucky. Right. No, too lucky would be if it was awesome and huge.
Dude, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? Like, because Kevin does have that.
Ew.
Have we not talked about how Kevin's?
I don't want to know about Kevin's dick.
Well, we're in his room.
He's like my brother.
Dude, I feel like we're in my brother's room right now.
I know.
Let's pretend we're recording a podcast. You put a Sailor's hat on, and I'll put on my Buenos t-shirt.
That's so
I put
funny.
on one of Kevin's hats. I was like, what about this hat? And I go, this is a little too much. And I'm talking to me and Kevin right now.
Dude, we are in Kevin's big boy room.
And it's a great room, but it is a big boy room.
Yeah, it's not like a man's room, but it is a big boy room, which is cool.
It's cool.
And I prefer a big boy room when I see a guy's room, but this is like big time a big boy room.
Yes, like the art on the wall is like, definitely like $50. And it's good, but
it's in frames, and he's in his 30s, and it makes sense.
And I could never get this. My room is like,
but it's not like the room of someone who has a wife.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I was just gonna say is, so I moved in with this girl, and we're not dating, but I live in the back of her house, in this room. And we had talked about it, but I live. It's and people have come through, hang out, or if we go through to go smoke out back. And when we go through, they go, "Dude, your room's awesome." And it always sucks when I have to be like, "None of this is mine." I moved in, and she goes, "I'll take everything off the walls." I go, "Don't." Yeah. I don't because here's what you would hate my stuff. Like Kevin has cool shit on the walls. I have paintings I've done. I have abstract all reds.
Yeah.
This one's yellow. I'm so
dude.
I move it from I make it, and I've moved them from apartment to apartment. I've put them on multiple walls,
and it's red.
Well, one's yellow and one's blue, the primary colors, but all mixed up in So
and you think you're the first guy to do that?
When I did it, I was in between. I smoked a cig. I was like, I need some inspiration outside. I did I'm like a piece of shit. Yeah. When I said that, spit came to the front of my mouth.
I'm obsessed with you.
You look like you're looking for
another vape.
Another vape.
If I have one.
What do you think? What do you think you could hit in Kevin's room that would make
I could suck that big thumb.
Yeah.
Kevin has a big thumb statue. I could suck that thumb.
Oh, you know what's funny is that I'll tell you something. I'm going to ask you something about me. We'll get back to one of these things.
Yeah.
This is the best. This is one of my favorite I've done, and I know I've done 11, but this is the best.
Wow, an honor.
Oh, you're so.
I'm in the top 10.
I have to think if that makes sense. I'm yeah. No, dude, Kevin, he has cool shit on the walls. I make my own shit. He has no, that's the moon. It is still a globe.
Duh.
Yeah, he's hey, people normally
I'm a moron.
He gave me this room for free because it was my birthday, and I love that we are just ripping it to shreds.
Yeah, he would have the moon. That's
he
hilarious.
would love it, but he also has and I don't want to hear about it, which is wild to hear you not want to hear about a thing. But yeah, he just showed me the first night I met Jenny when my car got impounded.
Yeah,
he was like, "It's not that big," and she's like, "Show him." And he's like, "It's really not that big," and I'm not gonna keep talking about it, but he just
showed you, and it's big.
I don't want to talk about it if you
good
want
for
to.
him. That makes me really happy for him because he's my friend.
I give him a big hug. And this, ass out, because it's so.
That's awesome.
He has a big one.
Good for him.
But that was the first night I met.
And he has a big boy room.
He does have a big boy room with this. Oh, just massiver.
Massiver.
Dude. But yeah, I do remember still the first time that I met you, and every time I see you, it feels like that. It literally is I've never seen you and it's been Cas yet. I kind of don't, if I did move here, that would bum me out.
I know. I kind of don't want you to because I don't want to be oh, hey, it's Bobby.
Yeah, because
every time I see you, it's a big deal.
It is. I know. That's why people ask why don't you move here? And I'm because I lose that.
Yeah.
When I go back to St. Louis, it's not you're hey, but when I see you, as soon as I saw you the other night, I flipped you. I start doing bits that you're not even thinking. I just start flipping you off. I think I went with this.
Yeah.
And then, because you were coming through your set, that was the first time I saw you be serious for a second. I was like, uh-oh. And didn't you say you were showing up stressed? What happened? Did you say something happened?
Oh, I was just had like one of those days where you're like trying to make plans with someone and like
it sucks.
No, just like something is coming up. I have a thing and you have a thing and blah blah. So I'm like my ADHD brain is like short circuiting.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like my hair's on fire.
Yeah.
So I like walked up and I saw you and I was like, hello.
Yeah, you did. I'm like, I got sick. You're like, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And then I also had to like walk on stage because I was kind of late.
Yeah.
Not late, but I wasn't early.
No, but that's what I like about New York is I tried to get to a show. I go, doesn't it start at 8:30? Should I maybe get there at 8? And you guys both were like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I showed up early somewhere and I felt like I was there the day before anything started.
yeah.
Like I showed up.
Nothing's even set up.
Oh, in St. Louis, dude, if you showed up somewhere 2 hours early, there'll be someone to hang out. Like it's wild how much time we have to kill.
Going on.
That's what I'm saying. In the Midwest, we don't. Like that's why they're like, why are you nice in the Midwest? And I'm like, because someone bought property in the 70s and no one in their like generations have had problems. They're just like, I could help you move something because I'm off a lot. Like they have nothing going on.
Yeah.
But out here, I love it.
But out here, everyone's rent is too expensive. So you're like, I have 4 jobs and 6 dogs that need surgery.
You're just doing stand-up right now.
Yeah.
That is so badass.
Thanks, brother.
As I literally mean that because we were talking about jealousy the other day a little bit, and I don't like, it's the best when you don't have that for like the people. I don't feel like it's a big thing, but I definitely, when I have, like for friends, I don't have it at all.
Yeah.
And I know we haven't known each other long, but like,
Dude,
seeing you, when you said that on stage last night, I was like, yeah. You're like, because you said, this is my only job. Like, because you're for like one of your jokes.
Well, I said this is my job. I didn't say this is my only job. That would suck.
I know. I know. Sorry.
And then did you just say that it bombed? It did bomb?
Yeah. No, you went like this. You pretended to ride a horse and you go, this is my only job. You said it like that. You shook your head around and I was like, yeah. Oh, you're crazy.
And then I pulled a whole lasso out of my butt.
Yes. And then you said you can see Ted Lasso. You give a promo for like you get paid to do this. How long till comics start like if they for the clips, which we were talking about, like I don't hate or anything, but I wonder where the evolution is going to go. If people are going to be like, and the other day I was at my girlfriend's house and she's been on Neutrogena, and like people are going to start sponsoring like a clip.
Yeah,
such a boring conversation.
What could buy you?
What could buy me?
Yeah,
like, what
Vans.
Anything that would pay me. Anything that would pay me.
Yeah.
Someone could sponsor me to get me canceled, and if it was like $50, I'd be like, I gotta go home.
Yeah,
like,
I would do it for
money.
like Lockheed Martin. They make war stuff.
I thought that was a rapper. I didn't know. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I would do it for like an evil corporation.
Yeah, because they'd pay you the most, and other people would care, but you could just buy them dinner, and they would stop caring.
Yeah.
If you were like an oil tycoon, and people hated you, and you bought them
First
one
of all,
nice
I'd wear
dinner,
this hat all the time.
Yeah.
First of all, you shut the fuck up. I'd wear this hat all the time.
How many years did you work on an oil rig? You look like you did have
really?
spent some time. No, I'm just kidding, but you do look like you could wreck an oil rig.
Do you know
up.
the other day I described my type of man as a guy who looks like he spent too much time at sea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do look, you look like things I avoid in the street are boys you like.
Yeah, I want a salty man.
Yeah. You know, like I'll see a trash bag on like the street. I'm like, Lizzy would love
Lizzy
you.
would fuck that.
Lizzy would fuck the shit out of you. I see you wake up in it.
Dude, Lizzy would wake up next to you and be like, what are we?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm walking away right now, and you can't because you're a piece of trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can I ask you? I do have a New York question for you because we piss outside everywhere, and I've helped girls that I'm friends with.
What do you mean we piss outside everywhere? Boys.
That's it.
Not girls.
So that's what I was gonna ask because like I had to shit the other day, and I was like, and I was like, because you can't just
There's
do that.
There's an app.
Huh?
There's an app for where to shit in New York.
I was gonna look it up, but I also thought that's how like tourists get like molested.
No,
I'm not from here, and I go, where should I shit, New York? Where should I shit, NYC?
Yeah, I mean, don't go if somebody's like my house.
Okay,
but like,
can people open that up? Could you have an apartment and be like $50 a shit? Because I almost bought a room at a hotel to take a shit.
Crazy.
Oh, I did.
First of all, if you have to shit, go to a hotel, go to the second floor. There's usually conference rooms and there's a bathroom.
Oh.
Just act like you're staying there.
And it is fun to walk into a place and put a little of your acting skills together to be like, what would I look like if I was staying at this hotel? Do you know what I mean? I'll walk in and like look at art and be like, that one looks good there. Like I try to like anytime I like
nobody does when they're staying in a hotel. Nobody who's staying in a hotel is like, I'm glad they put that there.
That's what I'm saying. I try to look natural. Like if I got to go, because on the road, you go, there's so many ones you can do, but in New York, you can't. But yeah, so you just don't piss anywhere.
No, I piss in bars, just on the floor. No, I walk in like I'm meeting my friends there, and I go to the bathroom.
Thanks for I forget about bars.
Yeah. Also, there's an app.
Could you imagine relapsing because you had to shit?
Amazing.
You're like, why did you do
you
this?
have to
You're
buy
like,
something, and I'm like, well, I guess give me 11 whiskeys. I mean, if I'm gonna relapse, I'm not gonna get like a buzz on, I'm gonna like die.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like big time die.
I hope you big time die.
You do?
But like then the way you want.
Yeah.
Like big time die. I don't want you to I don't want you to small time die is what I should say.
Yeah, no. Who wants to small time die?
Oh, that would suck. Me and you're just walking, you get hit by a bus, and then I'm like, and I look at my phone, I go, oh look, I didn't get a spot. And you're like, you're literally not even listening to me right now, Lizzy.
But then you can take mine. But then you get to take mine.
Hey, do you mind Lizzie's I don't know if she's dead, but she got hit by a bus.
But she's not gonna make it.
I promise. I'm really funny in front. I try to show them a video of me on the
and
YouTube.
You go. I know I'm not a girl, but I'm almost a girl.
That is what I say. I do say. I
know.
I do look very ladylike.
Yeah.
Well, no. So you don't piss. So you'll do it bars, but yeah, I've helped the females of mine. Like
I've done it in a
I've helped
park.
them piss, and you either have to hold their hand or a bag if they're good at it.
Yeah.
I'd rather hold a bag.
I'm good at it, dog.
My friend Tina's great at it.
I love Tina.
I know. We talked about her the other night. You guys. If you guys didn't get along, it would blow my mind.
Yeah,
because it's also like you guys aren't similar to where you would like clash, and like you get along with everybody, she gets along with everybody.
Don't.
I haven't seen you not get along with anybody.
I know.
You did walk away from a conversation the other day where another person was there, and and here's the thing, I felt like you were walking away, and I was like, that wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I did feel like you did, and I love you so much. And then you did it later, and I go, Lizzy, and you did ignore me. You went like this and pretend headphones in. No, you didn't at all.
I was like, I got a spot.
Oh my god! And I go, and you're never lying because you have a G spot. You're like, hey, I have a spot.
True.
Hey, oh wow, I have a spot. Sorry, I have to do this.
I have a spot tonight. I'm spotting.
Yes.
I'm constantly
all over
spotting
tonight, dude. Are you constantly spotting?
Yeah.
I am, but in my asshole a little bit.
I know.
I'm always. How do you know I have a bad asshole? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Mommy. We're gonna get back to the beginning
because
of the
you
pod.
told me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I've told. Yeah, we've done everything we were talking about on the podcast. It's funny we're finding anything new because we kind of have rung up all the.
I know. I just had to tell
deeds.
you that I have an irregular period.
I'm gonna hit your empty vape and
it's empty. You got it. Something's gonna come out.
It did. Did you see that?
Yeah,
yes.
That one?
I feel like the train was coming, dude.
That's so gross.
Oh, that's
so gross. I'm 26. I'm 26 and a girl, and I make that noise when I laugh.
You can't be perfect.
But
you are.
Yeah.
I do. I will. I mean this. Like even the person I'm talking to, that when they laugh, dude, they have like a cute laugh that turns into like the dorkiest laugh ever, and I prefer that.
Yeah, I don't like somebody who's just like ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a laugh.
I know the question I want to ask you about me and see if you really know me, and we'll keep. All right.
Ask me.
Do you think when I fuck, I more often I like a rando, whatever, if we're like, just whatever, if we're hooking up, do you think I wear a condom, or am I like not wearing a condom?
I think you wear a condom if the other person asks you to, but you try not to.
Ooh, see, we're gonna keep going because you're wrong. I wear a condom like I like wearing it. I'm like, this looks.
You
good
wear a condom like I wear this hat.
Yes. It's Kevin's.
Yeah. It's too big.
It's right. Oh, my hair just hit me in the back of the throat. Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
There are a couple things about having long hair. It's like, okay, no, I'm not. I would, and I have like not.
What did that
condoms.
happen to me while I was fucking? I was like, and my hair went in the back of my throat, and I was like,
dude, that would suck. I do now. If I'm going down on a girl, I do have to at one point be like, and like flip my hair and be like, would you grab that for? Like I do have to be like, now I know how you feel.
You should put your hair up like you mean business.
Sometimes I do, but can I tell you, like, just imagine this. Like, just imagine seeing
this.
It's
giving me the ick. It's giving me the ick
but
already.
I have to do the visual because I want you to see the worst part is whenever the both elbows, when I'm like.
Yeah, I hate it.
And then the wrap, like both of those things, it's like, it's not like too feminine, but it's definitely, you've never seen a lot of like men do that. It just looks anytime I'm putting on my ponytail, I'm always like, can I tell you I was fixing my hair on the way to the show, your show, and I kept looking behind me because I go, Lizzy's going to see me and be like, Bobby, stop fixing your hair.
Yeah, I would.
I was so embarrassed.
I would. I'd be like, get your hands out of your ponytail, you fucking girl.
Oh, I'm going to put this on.
Yeah.
No, wear condoms like crazy.
Whoa. Is it because you bust fast?
Pull out. Yeah, that's a whole separate thing, but yes.
Dude, I know you bust fast.
Of course, that's something you do know. I'm asking you the hard one. Of course I bust fast.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about busting fast is I bust fast and I'll give you a sec. Well, as I get older, I don't really like the second one. But I still do it.
Bust fast and hang out?
No, well, no, I'll do stuff.
Whatever. Order Chinese food.
We'll do stuff or whatever. But like as I get older, the second one, like I smoke cigs. I'm like,
yeah.
I fucked the other day. And they were like, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Yeah." And they're like, "You're really breathing heavy." And I go, "Well, I'm fucking a lot." And she's like, "Well, it is just fucking." And I'm like, "That is true."
That's so mean.
Wait, but they're like,
girls are so mean about sex. I'm sorry. People are mean about sex. The tone of voice I just used sounded like I am judging it, but I'm judging me.
The voice I used is my alarm's going off.
Whoa.
Dude, my alarm's going off. That's so funny.
That was so freaky deaky.
So there'll just be a part where there's no video. What if right now you saw me like literally freak out and go, fuck! Fuck! Are you fucking kidding?
Dude, what was crazy is because of the sound, the microphone sound thing started lighting up like crazy. And I thought aliens were like intercepting our, I don't know a lot about technology.
And what do you think about that? yeah, absolutely. Wait, what were we talking about before?
We're talking and it's like
I want to get more on you.
Get more on me. Get more on me.
Get more on you. Well, okay, so we were just talking. Yeah, I come fast for sure. And I'll do so, but I also
I was saying I told you last night that the guy I'm dating forgets to breathe sometimes. So he'll be fucking me, doing a great job. He's great at it. But then he'll
shout out.
But then he'll have to take a break because he's like
yes. I'll be like, get on top, and I'm like, and she's like, oh, you want me to? And I'm like, I like need you to.
Yeah. I think it's adorable though.
I do know my dick's small because when girls go on top, they have way more of it comes out. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, I thought it was more of it. Yeah. I'm so honest about it though, which is cool. And I do think I will joke about it.
I don't think your dick is small. I think it's regular.
No, it is. But I that's why it's fun to say it's small because girls will see. What you just said, girls who have had sex with me said, so it must be like my attitude towards it. They're like, it's like if you look up a dick online.
But keep saying it's small so that people are pleasantly surprised.
They are. Did my dick get a spot?
Yeah, and you have to go to the clinic
never mind.
tomorrow.
I always just am like pausing so I don't keep being like, and then when I was 6, my dick was even bigger, but it got smaller as I got older.
And you cross your eyes. It sends me in a way that like few things do. It makes me laugh so hard.
That's so funny. I did it to Joe, and at one point he goes, "I wonder if you cross your eyes too much, it's gonna." I was like, "I think Joe,
I hope it gets stuck that way."
That's what he said. He's like, "What if it gets stuck that way?" And I was like, "I would love it. I would start trying to get him go back out the other way."
Same thing. Same person. Same thing. The guy I'm dating has an eye. I hope he's okay with me saying this. It's fine. He has an eye
Lazy eye.
He used to have an eye that would scoot over. You know what I mean? Like if he was looking forward, one would scoot.
Yeah.
Towards the middle.
Yeah.
And then he got it surgically corrected, and I like wish he didn't.
I'm not kidding you, and I've heard.
I would love to be dating a hot guy with an eye that scoots over.
I always there was a girl.
Bangs are sweaty. Sorry.
Dude, no worries. You want me to turn on the AC?
No, it's just the hat.
Yeah, for sure.
It's okay.
You can't take it off though. It's like the fucking.
I'll put it back on.
All right. You got to put the fucking hat on. No, you could take it off and switch me shirts. And I'll CGI the shirts just regular.
Switch me shirts.
Yeah, just you don't have an undershirt.
No.
Then never mind. I would never ask you that.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Who gives a flying fuck?
I was talking about eyes that scoot over.
Oh yeah, no. I've hooked up with two girls. I am like. It's weird that I'm kind of attracted to it, but also this hot girl I went to high school with that I dated, like we would like date off and on, like throughout since we were like in 6th grade. She could do this thing where she would make her eyes go like really fast.
I can do that.
Do it.
Okay, ready? Hold on. I gotta focus, and it gives me a little bit of a headache.
Do it over here into the camera, and I'll see you if I sit here. So.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Hold on. Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Lizzy, I've never objectified you. This is the most attracted to you I've ever.
Thanks,
I love that.
Bobby.
But that's what I like. Weird, like little quirks like that. All those
I
things.
can wiggle
like,
my ears
turn
too.
me on. Can you?
Yeah.
Get those things out. Get those fuckers out.
Dude, whip those big gnats out. With my ears.
You do have big natural ears, dude.
I know. Wait.
Big natties.
Is it going?
Yeah, but it's going. It's not.
This one's better.
Yeah, but it looks like you're chewing. Yeah, that one's better.
It's not as good as the eye thing.
I feel like we're in 2nd grade and I just met you.
I should have started with that.
Don't put
and
that
then
in the
done
camera. That one was lame. The eye thing was cool. The ear thing was like we're spending the night at each other's house for the first time. I can do that.
Yeah, look at us.
What is that? What is that? A clover?
A clover.
Can you do this one too?
Yeah, duh.
Some people can't do both.
Everybody. Everybody worth a damn can do both.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Me and Joe didn't. Can we get married in Atlantic City?
Yeah.
Dude, Joe would be pissed.
So funny.
You would have laughed. Joe would be mad.
Joe would be
if
mad.
we got back.
And I don't know why, but he'd feel left out.
But if you and Joe did the same thing, well, I guess because you guys both live here, I guess it'd be funny. But in the back of my head, I'd be like, guys.
You didn't invite me?
Yeah. Could we all three get married in Atlantic City?
Yeah, or Joe would at least want to be like the flower girl.
Yeah.
The people listening to your podcast don't know who Joe is.
I couldn't give two flying fucks. They better go find him out. I do that all the time. I'll talk about someone I love. I'm like, you should check him out. And if you don't, then
fuck you.
Fucking suck my ding dong. Stop listening. Turn it off now.
Do you know that Joe is meeting us after this? I told him to, but now I have a spot. But I'll leave and come back.
Good. Yeah, we also don't have to eat because I don't do that. Let me see where.
Yeah, we don't have to eat, but I told Joe we would meet him at 7, but he can wait.
Yeah, but it's only 6:35, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And we can take like a $7 Ubi.
You're an Ubi bitch.
I am, dude.
You're an Uber bitch.
I am. I'm an Uber bitch.
You're an Uber bitch.
I just got a text from the guy I'm fucking that said, I like how you pooped while I slept.
Oh my God, can I fucking meet this guy?
Yeah, you'd like him.
I would like him.
But I don't know. He's not going to be around this week, so maybe you can't.
I know. I'm leaving tomorrow.
You're leaving tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I thought you were leaving on Thursday.
I thought it was Wednesday, and then I looked. Good thing. It's tomorrow.
I'm obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you.
I don't know how you like make it around the world, but you do. The second
Here's
time
the thing,
I met you,
that sounded nice, and then I heard it for real, and I was like, clarify for the people at home
nice.
and my ego.
It is nice because you're not like stupid, but you are discombobulated, and I am too, Bobby. But I hide it, you know.
Yeah.
But you're very honest about it, and you're like, good thing I looked. My flight was on a totally different day.
Oh yeah,
and that's something I would do, but I wouldn't look, and then I just wouldn't tell anyone I was wrong, and I'd lose like $600.
That's funny.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't tell.
And I'd
people?
be like, obviously, I know when my flight is.
I would have to tell people because I would think they would think I was a liar. Like,
but then I would go to like my best friends, and I'd be like, I fucking missed the flight.
Dude, I think I was hanging out. It might have been Kevin in Chicago or not. I think I was just talking about this on the podcast, but I was leaving on a mega bus from Chicago to St. Louis, and I get there and go, sir, I'm like this, like on the road. I'm like, sir, where's the bus? And he goes to where I was like, I think it's like mine. And I go,
it's like
where's my bus? I say, where's my bus? And I go, do you know my dad?
Where's the bus that takes me from my school to my house?
Mister, I'm getting pretty nervous right now. I don't see my mom.
Could you find me a police officer?
He is one, and I'm like that little. Oh my God. It's so, but I was like, hey, where's the bus? Like, go to St. Louis. He goes, oh, right there. And it's like pulling around
away.
the corner.
Yeah.
One of my first flights, I was taken to I was on the road, and the first time I flew, I was like 25. Like, I'm a loser, dude.
That's not a loser. You're adorable.
Well, it's not cute to see an adult man like looking out the window and crying if he can't sit there. Like, I'm like, man, would you please open up the fucking window?
It's my first time.
Yeah. I don't know any rules. I'm like, can I bring this on? And it's just like a big trash bag. I'm like, I am carrying it on.
You're eating a bucket of extremely saucy chicken wings.
I put on white noise that is a crying baby. I'm like, what? Oh my God. They usually do have to ask me a couple of times in the flight. I'm usually doing something I'm not like, sir, the tray needs to go up. I'm like they always have to remind me. Me too.
But I've never gotten caught.
Me neither. It's not smoking if you don't exhale.
They say
it's not smoking if you don't exhale.
That's crazy.
I did it with Joe the other day. I pulled it up and you could tell Joe was like, I thought he was going to be like, you can't do that on here.
Joe's precious.
And I went like this. I go, listen, just so you know, I'm not smoking. I'm inhaling. And I go,
and then your eyes shake and your lips turn blue.
And I just sit there. Yeah. But speaking of eyes shake, we both like people with, I like shaky bad eyes. I like discounted people.
I like people with a little something fucked up about them.
You know how like when you're at a store when you're like, I'm gonna check out this extra stuff that's like 99 cents.
Bingo.
That's how I am about women.
No, that's how I am about people because
I like the cute flaws.
Because here's the thing. Obviously, the part of it that makes me feel like an asshole is like, does it make them more attainable? Yes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, if you have a wonk eye, you'll never leave me because I love you in your wonk eye, and not a lot of people
him and make him think
do.
No other woman would.
If I wouldn't do that. Yes, I would. Okay, but
I love you, but publicly you're one. I will say this. I would love to see you be mean to me, and I feel like we could figure it out if we got like an argument.
Yeah.
But if for some reason if like dating you, I do think I'd be like, you're crazy. I do think you have a side. You will gaslight someone and then be like, well, I don't even know what you mean by that.
Here's the thing. Okay, I'm like crazy in recovery. because I used to just be straight up crazy.
Yeah.
And now I'm like sober.
A captain of a sailboat.
Now I'm like sober and in therapy and a captain of a sailboat, you know? So instead of being full blown crazy, I'll be like, if this was 2 years ago, I'd throw my fucking phone at you right now. You know what I mean? But like 2 years ago, I would have thrown my phone.
Yes. If you were me, Bobby, you'd fucking throw up.
Bobby? It's my favorite thing. I've been waiting to say this a lot.
I know.
If you were in my shoes, you'd throw up.
Dude, when I try to explain to people how beautiful New York City is as an out-of-towner, and I go, my car got impounded. I didn't have a way home. I was headlining a club that fucking weekend. I was like stressed, dude.
Yeah, it was like, this is when I friendship fell in love with you.
Yeah.
Because you were, fucked.
I was
like
fucked.
20 ways to Sunday, fucked.
Yes.
And like up a river without a paddle.
Dad.
I could say more things dads say, but I won't.
love that you are, and I feel like since I don't talk to my dad, I feel very seen right now. This is
I
great.
know, mine's dead. Okay, so
I'll do an impression of your dad. No, I'm not. That's so stupid.
You were fucked like me in my early 20s. Anyway, I fell off at the end, but my favorite thing about you was I showed up to a show you were on and you were like, you had no way of getting out of the city.
No.
Everything was fucked and you were like, hey.
Yeah.
And you were being so fun and funny about it. And I was like, this guy fucking rules, dude. Because it would have been so annoying if you came to hang out anyway. And the whole time you were just like, I don't know, my fucking car got impounded in the city fucking sucks and blah, blah. I'm like, that sucks.
Well, because I always feel like, to me, I feel like everyone kind of is a victim sometimes, but a true feeling I have is like emotionally, like you can talk to people. I feel like if you're like going through a rough time, do that. Don't always fucking do that, but you can like talk to people about that. But when someone's always like, oh, you got to hear about this, and if they don't have an actual way to help, like what you guys gonna do? Be like, oh, you could just drive my car back to St. Louis. Like I know there's no solution.
If I had a car, I'd be like, drive it back to St. Louis.
Yes, dude, you would be that. You 100% would. And
I'm so irresponsible.
The car
about
would
that
have
stuff.
100% like not like painted like a car, but like hand painted like flowers on it.
It would have
like
a
your
tramp
dad
stamp.
did it. Yeah,
it would
tramp
have a tramp stamp
for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, and like seat covers that suck.
It wouldn't smell bad, but it would stink.
Yeah.
You seem like
it would smell like Bath and Body Works spray.
Yes, but then also like there's always like one bag of like I didn't throw it away yet.
Yeah.
I love you, and we know each other.
Yeah, there's
very
one bag
well.
of like Cheetos.
Yes, you're like, well, I was, and you're not.
But it's like it's Cheetos, so you don't think it's that gross. But they're 8 months old.
Like, I like the logo.
Yeah,
it just pimps me up.
I'm like, I don't know, what am I gonna just throw it away? And you're like, yeah.
But my favorite thing about that night is, I showed up, and I wasn't in a bad mood. Maybe because there was a lot of things we were taking that weekend.
Yeah,
but
you were like manic.
But even though I was 100% manic. But I didn't tell anybody. I wasn't like whatever. And even Jenny said, Kevin's girlfriend goes, Bobby, if she goes, if I remember correctly, you did have a great set that night. And I was like,
you did have a great set that night.
I was like, and it was cool. And we figured it out. There was 3 people trying, like Jenny, before she was dating Kevin, was like, you could stay at my place. This other girl was like, you stay at my place. And then my buddy John was like, bro, stay at my place. And I was like, shut up, John. And I was like, these 2 girls were asking me. And John's like, bro, you could sleep on the floor. I'm like, John, I love you so much. Please don't do this.
Please shut that fuck up.
Yeah. But I love.
And
John.
I was like, you can't stay at my place.
I think you said that. I love you, but you can't stay at my place.
Yeah.
But we met whenever we met you, and I'll tell the story about people when I realized when I came here you were quoting me, which made me feel good. But I came up to you and I was like, yeah, if literally what happened to me, you would throw up.
No, you told me. I remember this so perfectly.
I love that.
You said to the woman at the place where your car was impounded, she was like, you need your registration. And you were like, the registration's in the car. And she was like, you can't go to the car. And then you looked at her and you said, if you were in my shoes, you'd throw up.
Yeah.
And since then, Bobby, I swear to God, once a week I've looked at someone and said, if you were in my shoes, you'd throw up.
Oh,
Today,
I love you.
I looked at a clip from my podcast where I said, if someone told you that was their art, you'd throw up.
I love that so much because it does. As a comic, like I kept quoting Pat. What was his? I keep forgetting people's last names. Pat B.
Berger?
Yes. I always quote his like joke, which I don't want to, if Casey hasn't like filmed it, but it's so funny. The one about Hitler and like time travel. He's like,
it's so funny.
It's such a funny bit. And I'll be like, if we're like doing bits like to comics, like, dude, you ever heard this guy say this one? I'll bring that one up. So to know that when I came here, like I was like, dude, and we're gonna go see Lizzy later. And Tyler Snodgrass, another comic in New York, goes, dude, Lizzy always quotes you. She goes, and he goes, he didn't just say that and like walk. He goes, she says it, and then she said what you just said, and I literally felt like I was getting raptured. I was just like, it felt so good. And then what even felt better is hanging out with Joe later. He goes, dude, Lizzy always quotes you. What was the fucking bit? And I was like, Are you serious right now?
I say it all the time.
And it means a lot because as an out-of-town comic, I don't ever try to ask too much. I don't ever try to be like, can I do this? But the thing that happens in some cities is people think you want something, so they have like a guard up. And you guys don't. And somehow like quickly.
Yeah.
And maybe it was seeing me through like a very wild scenario and seeing me like handle it. You're like, oh, this Bobby seems cool. He doesn't seem like a guy who's cool. And then later he like yells at a waiter.
Also, you didn't want anything.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. Yeah,
but also, I think the other thing about New York is like, even if people come here and they secretly want something, we all know that we can't give them anything.
Yes.
So it's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, and I was talking to a booker who said that the other day because we were talking, and I was saying stuff that was like nice, and he didn't even bring it up. He's like, yeah, dude, you seem cool because you know that like I can't like help you with anything. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like,
yeah.
And also like as a comic, I think it's weird to always like want to go on stage, like to always have to want, like I really find joy in like being like I'm not on the show, I want to go watch. I used to have that thing where I'm like I have to go on, and I always wanted a little bit, but I like to just chill and watch the show. Like I love it.
I have to go on.
I know you do. I would have guessed that about you. I could even tell as I was saying this. I was like, I know, and I know people like you that I love.
I have a real put me in coach energy. If it's a good show, I want to go on because it's a good show. But you don't
have a good put me in coach energy. You're like, you better put me in first class energy. But you do have a good put me in coach.
Yeah.
I'll tell you I'm gay. Stage time.
Yeah. Dude, but I think there's some people that like when they see a good show, they get upset that they're not on it. But I'm also like, if a show is off the rails bad, I'm like, get me a microphone.
Okay, I have that too. And do you think? Yeah, I wanted.
I'm gonna either fix this or have a meltdown.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And fixing it feels great when it's bad, but you do have that.
So does having a meltdown, being like, you suck. Yes. This guy's ugly. She's a bitch. I hate it here. I wish you guys were dead. Have a great night.
Yes. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I like watching. I was talking to a guy the other day. He's in like a band he was like, are you, he's like, this, like we were all in this conversation. He's like, this one guy was like, are you at all like jealous or like, what's the word?
Competitive.
And I was like, there's probably a little bit, but I was like, not really, dude.
I am.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I do feel that a little with you. And can I be honest? Can I be super honest? If I moved here, that's a part of whenever I think about things that other people don't think about. It would be a legit bummer. And it's not like that in St. Louis with my really good friends. But if me and you or like any comics started to feel like a little competitive because we were both like trying to get in at the cellar or something, that would suck.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen with my friends.
I don't think it does. But it would suck that it would happen with certain people that are not you.
I only feel competitive with people who I don't think are funny.
I'm starting to get that way sometimes, but I also don't really care. Like if someone's funny or not, I care more if you're like a fun person. Like Matt, who what's his last with P? Who we meet last night?
Matt Pavich.
Love him.
Love him.
Him
so funny.
Him and this other comic Isaac the other night. Both of us met, and before we like kind of introduced ourselves,
Isaac Gardenberg,
good-looking guy,
Gardenberg?
good-looking guy, curly black hair.
Yeah, at barbershop.
Yes,
love him.
Dude,
love him.
We were doing a bit before we knew each other's names, and I was like, love you.
He walked out of barbershop once, and I looked at him and I said, "Are all your grandparents still alive?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, I could tell.
Lizzy, you should be like actually like a psychic. You should be like one of those people because you guess things. Why he does look like he has, and he looks like his grandparents are all still married and have like the house that he
love him and make him cookies.
And he's not a piece of shit at all, but he totally is so good looking that he has like those.
And he just has hope in his eyes.
Yes. But
look up Isaac Gardenberg, I think his name is.
Yes, you have to look him up, and he's hilarious. I just realized I looked like Ace Ventura, but if Kevin was like playing him. Somebody give me the light.
You do look like you live in Florida big time, and also like you're not a cop, but you wanted to be.
Yeah, I was like, here's the thing.
You know what you look like? Have you seen those videos?
That's the most of your eyes I've ever seen, dude. I love you, but even just now, you're like my eyes shake. I was like, well, we're gonna have to figure out how to see that.
Them. I know. You look like one of those pedophile hunters, from online.
Yeah, the guys who are almost more creepy than the pedophiles.
Yeah.
They're like I'm always pretending I'm 12. Hi, I really like soccer, but my dad's kind of weird. But sexually, I'm trying to figure it out. I've been watching movies like this. Like, sometimes those guys are like, dude, obviously pedophiles are fucking creepier, but those guys creep me out, dude.
And then
that's what they're like. This is what I'm going to do Saturday.
And then they catch And then they catch a pedophile. And they're like, you need to stand in this river and admit you're a pedophile or we'll call the police.
Yes.
And then they do it and they're like, we're calling the police anyway.
Yes.
I love it.
I would film it and it would be with like a camera that has like the worst quality you could get on like Amazon. I'm like, we got you. The guy realizes he's like, they won't recognize my face and he runs away. I go, stay right there, mister.
Yeah.
You can tell I keep flexing when I talk to him. I go, stay right there.
Yeah. Also, I feel like a lot of them are just people who like desperately, and I'm not excusing pedophilia here. It's disgusting and bad.
No, it's fine.
They like just desperately can't get any sexual attention.
Yeah.
So I also feel like if that pedophile person was like, I'm 90, they'd be like, okay. Do you know what I mean? Like they're like, I'm 14 and the person's like, okay.
But doesn't that make them like that they're like the most pedophile though? Because that's like they're so far away
they're
from
incel
that.
pedophile.
They're
Yeah. Can you imagine being a pedophile who couldn't get a kid to fuck you?
Oh my God, that would like yeah, and you're like
that's probably most of
asking
them.
a kid, am I not pretty?
That's
like,
probably most of them.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there is no like
handbook.
Cool, like hey, I'm a cool. I mean, there probably are, but they're like
they're the ones that like buy 13-year-olds beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are bad.
I
They're
never
all bad.
even when I was in high school, I remember I was a senior and a freshman was like, we all like, because we were just in Stuco, I was like friends with the girl. Her mom knew my mom, everything.
Yeah.
We went to the dance together, but afterwards she was like, hey, I'm going to go to this party. And I was like, and I'm going to drop you off. Because even though we were both underage,
It's weird.
Buying age for younger people.
Buying beer for younger people.
What did I say? Buying age. That is what you're doing. You're buying them 7 years.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, I bought you 7 years.
And you're like, by the way, everything's about to go to shit real bad.
You, by the way, side note, you did that on stage the other day. Is you said like the wrong thing. You like switched it around.
I said my dick,
and it made it so. You go oh, and then he's like, I'll let him take a picture. How did you say it?
I said I let him send me a picture of my dick.
Yes, and then you said that, and I mean it killed it. And you went like this on your chest. Go. Wait a second. I was like, yeah.
But I also had a minute left, so I had to just keep trucking.
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't. You handled it. I literally would have went, nah, anything. Sometimes I do that, and you keep doing stand-up, and that's when stand-up's not good. Anytime you rush through it, people know you're, even though I have ADHD, there's a difference between being this and rushing through.
Yeah.
And if people see you be like, and then, so I went to, and I'm like, if people are like, how do I be
the
funny?
swallow
I'm like,
is crazy.
Stop that.
And then
and then they just keep going, and everyone's like,
ew. Dude, your lizard brain is going, ew.
Yes, 100%.
And that's why you can't
I
laugh.
feel like we were just, I know we've been talking about a lot, but I feel like there was one thing that we were talking about when I finished talking about.
I know.
Because you're like, you know what you look like? And then I saw all your eyes, and I felt like I saw the universe. You're so beautiful. Oh, I love you.
No, but then I said you look like a pedophile hunter.
Oh, yeah, I look like a pedophile.
We're good,
yeah.
we're good.
And then we said it's not that. This episode is sponsored by pedophilia. If you do it, send us money. Maybe that's
the way you said it just made me hear for the first time pedophilia. You know?
Yes.
Pedophilia.
Which, what if I like...
Let us feel ya.
Am I a pedophile?
Whoa. Pedophile.
Oh, yeah. But you have to... Like, could you imagine correcting that? Be like, I'm a pedophile. Like, what? You go, a pedophile. You fucking idiot.
Not kids, toes.
Not kids. Smaller.
Are you into toes?
No, we were talking about this at the bar the other night, and then we smoked cigarettes and
you said you'd rather.
You said I could touch
piss.
your boobs, and then obviously I got sidetracked. Which as your friend, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said I went like this.
No, I was saying didn't. I was saying didn't, and you interrupted me.
And then I got so defensive, my voice changed.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Because as a guy,
you got so defensive. I want to touch and see all of them.
I want to see all of them. But I grazed your boob when I touched you, and I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You go, "You can touch my boob anytime." And then
no, I said you can touch my boobs because it's your birthday.
Okay, if the stenographer would be back, I think you said I could touch him anytime. But hey, we both make mistakes on stage. Don't gaslight me about your titties. No, you did say I could touch him because it was my birthday.
I say anyone can touch my boobs if it's their birthday.
Oh, and then I wanted to because they're tits, but then I was like,
but we're friends.
We're friends,
and we're also not good enough friends that it would. You know what I mean? We haven't hung out enough.
It would we could do it.
If we had been friends for if we had been friends for 20 years, then you could have just done it. But because we've only hung out like 10 times, you couldn't.
And
isn't that interesting?
Yeah, if I grabbed your tits and then you saw me do stand up and you hated it, and you'd be like, your tits would like hurt. You'd be like,
you know that's happened to me a bunch. I've hooked up with comics who I didn't see do stand up, and then they were dog shit at it, and then I wanted to kill myself.
Whoa.
Yeah. Nightmare. Nightmare.
Were they good at sex? Were they better at sex or stand up?
They were bad at both.
I'm not even joking.
I think it's
I think they kind of are connected because I will say I don't have a big dick, but girls always in high school if I hooked up with a girl, they'd be like, I'm kind of surprised, Bobby.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying I don't ruin people. I'm not like
you know what it is,
rules, but I listen.
You know what it is. This is about to get deep as hell, dude.
Yeah, unlike my dick and pussies, it stops where my hips do.
Guys who are bad at sex are guys who want to come, and guys who are good at sex are guys who want to make you come. Yes. People who are bad at stand up are people who want like attention and validation. People who are good at stand up are people who want to make you laugh.
That's a really good that's a sincerely good analogy.
And
about,
I
like,
just thought of it.
That was fucking I love you. When I move here,
we're
starting a podcast.
I think I'm a doctor.
In what?
I don't know that.
Could you imagine lying about being a doctor? And then the only thing that happens is someone goes, we don't know how you got away with it, but what kind are you? And then you go,
coming and laughing.
Can I get the check, please?
I have a boat hat on.
And it cost no money because it's Kevin's.
Because it's my friend Kevin.
Do you know what's funny about Kevin? Do you think when he gets back, he'll be like, why is my hat a little different than when I left it? Do you think he'll be like, you don't?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
He seems like a big boy who also, but when I came in here, his room is a Mac. His room every time in every apartment is put together. Yeah. His shirts are folded. He cares. He like
sometimes I'm hanging out with Kevin and I forget who he is, and then I see like his apartment, his room, or like something like that, and I'm like, oh, you're 36.
Yeah, but he's even. I've known him
you're
for
like
years.
Grown.
I've known that fucker for years. I love him so much. He'll be a guest on eventually when he's in town. He's always in Spain.
Yeah, he's always in Spain,
dude. He's like,
and we have a podcast together.
Yes,
and I'm like, you can't be in Spain all the time.
You know what's funny is
just kidding. I love that he's in Spain.
I can't wait for him to start going more.
Are so sweaty.
He's gonna go more, and then eventually you're gonna have to do those Zoom episodes that are like really bad
because he's in Spain.
Because he's in Spain, but he'll be like, no, I think it's fine. Or I'm in Spain.
Or I'm gonna have to be like, I have to go to Spain to do a podcast,
dude. And everywhere he goes, and I mean this with love. This is no jealousy, but they'll take a photo where they're at, and I'll see colors I've never seen before. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, look at the sunrise, and I'm like, what is that LED, dude?
Meanwhile, everywhere I go looks like New Jersey.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere I've ever been.
Everybody, that's the podcast, dude. Do you want to promote anything before we go? This will come out in 3 years.
Okay, great, perfect. Perfect. That's when I'll be peaking.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'll be on a downside. So
I'm edging on comedy. I'm not trying to make it.
Follow me on Instagram at Lizzy Cassidy, Lizzy with a Y at the end, and also listen to my podcast, Close Calls with Kevin, whose room we're in. It's a comedy podcast about near-death experiences, and my other podcast, Respectfully, with Andrea Allen, where we just talk shit the whole time.
Fuck yes, check that out. And of course, I love that you said it, but I would never think you were Lizzy with an IE. As a guy also with a Y at the end, you're a Y all the way.
I know.
It's like more. It's a Lizzy with an IE. You're like,
get out of here.
You're like, okay, thank you.
Lizzy with an IE looks like Jess from New Girl.
The main girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Lizzy
sure.
with a Y fucking parties.
Fucked your dad?
Yeah. yeah, Lizzy with a Y is a Motley Crue tattoo.
You can see her in a town near you fucking your dad?
Yeah,
for sure.
She has a Motley Crue tramp stamp. Watch out for her.
Is that real?
No, I wish.
Oh, hey, let's get it after this and piss Joe off.
Okay, let's go.
That's the pod. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Whoa. We did that.
Oh, bye.